Like, Wunder plays this actually really well. This is how the Ornn Fiora matchup goes for Ornn. From my experience, from like... What happens in this matchup is it's a mind game between Ornn and Fiora. So, this is just a small mechanic I've noticed. Nuguri do it, but Fudge didn't. So what happens is, when the carry top of Camille or Fiora dives onto Ornn, they run behind the Ornn, so the Bellows Breath proc on the end cast doesn't hit, so they can't get a Brittle auto, right? But if you get hit by the W, like this, right? What happens is the Fiora has Brittle on and Ornn wants to auto her. But what you do is you auto like that, what Wunder did, and you cancel your auto. So then the Fiora gets baited into Wing, then you sidestep it, and then you can hit the Fiora with your Brittle. If this happens in the lane, Fiora loses. But what LPL tops do is instead of allowing you to hit this Brittle, what they do is they walk up, they hit you, and as you cast W, they Q behind you. This is how the Fiora needs to play it. If you Q forwards like this, and then take a step back, the Ornn can always hit W. And then when he goes to fake auto you like this, and he cancels his auto on purpose, Fiora has to W, otherwise she gets knocked back. Sidestep the slow, then hit. And now even if Blabber's not here, you win the trade. So I think, from what I've seen, I don't want to sample size it in one game, but Western tops, or Fudge at least, it doesn't play it correctly, I think. I think in my experience, the Fiora has to walk up with autos and Q behind. Because the Ornn is the one who dictates whether he hits or not. What he'll do is he'll always... Like, you can buffer your auto cancel a lot on Ornn. You can auto S, and your champ will just do this. And he'll never hit. And the Fiora eventually will just choke a W, no matter what. Doesn't matter how pro you are. So that's one small thing I noticed in top lane from Ornn matchups into carries so far. Because the West played a lot of Ornn. Like, EU played... BB and Wunder played Ornn. Fudge and the NA tops were playing carries, right? Who played Fiora? Fudge played Fiora. And Someday played Fiora as well, yeah. Interesting, isn't it? How EU comes into Worlds and plays 2 games of Ornn, and then NA plays 2 games of Fiora.